Welcome back to another episode of Familiar by FAM. My name is Irene, I'm a second-year biomed student, and today I will be the host. As most of you may know, this month we celebrated the 8th of March, International Women's Day. Just from some background, done in New York in 1857 because female workers from the textile company started a strike for the first time to fight for their rights about wages and unfair work conditions. This topic is quite broad, but today we're here to cover women in STEM. And as you may notice if you're watching the video, I'm not alone here. I'm with two amazing guests, Patricia and Tatiana from Women in STEM. So please, if you can introduce yourselves before we start.
I've been living here for like a year and a half. I am finishing my master's in neurosciences, and yeah, we founded our, let's call it, association in September, and now it's now we're really big now. Not really big, but getting bigger. And yeah, Patrick?
Yeah, I'm Patricia. I founded here with Tati this group. I studied biomedical sciences, masters as well, but then I studied first year with her, the minor in neuroscience.
How we met.
That's how we met. Then we just speaking between each other, we just thought that this was missing a little bit at the view.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, to start the conversation, I wanted to start with pointing out what is the importance of having women in STEM. A little bit Gen Z for my part, but I wanted to start saying that I watched a TikTok the other day, and it was about how there was a sink that recognized the ones that we have here at in the bathroom that recognize your hand when you put it under to for the water to run, and there was a Black woman talking how it will react with a napkin, like a white napkin, but not with her skin color. Oh. And out of that, another woman reacted to that video saying that most of the technology that we have right now has been invented by men for men. For example, security in cars, women are more prone to get to be injured in an accident just because the center of gravity is different, or wealth and other examples. I don't know. So yeah, if you want to maybe elaborate on what do you think about the importance of women in STEM.
Yeah, well, about these technologies that you just mentioned, it is totally true. The VU, we know, it's working a lot on that. They also have these technologies that are designed for by white people to white people, by men to men, or not to men, but not taking into account maybe women. For example, this diagnosis in the hospital, we all know this common example when you have a stroke as a woman. It's not the symptoms that we know because they are symptoms only for men, or most commonly in men. So this is a problem. This is one of the reasons why we founded the group. In our case, we have always been, or almost always, right, in STEM. Since we are very young, we started getting that path, right, from the high school and then university. I did biochemistry, she did biology. And then here we started the same masters. Now we deviated a little bit. I came a little bit away from science, still in there, but yeah, more politics.
If you want to explain as well, how did you get into STEM? Maybe
I always liked biology, math, chemistry. So I was like, yeah, why not? Because I never saw myself in marketing or business. Business, imagine. Or I don't know. So yeah, I was always very, I wanted to do science, but which specifically I never knew, and now I found my passion.
That's nice.
In my
Brains.
in brains.
Brains.
Nice passion.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my case, it was not because I like everything, so it was very difficult for me to choose.
I get that.
I'm slightly better at literature, so they're like, "Why are you getting this?" But then my mom's a pharmacist. She has a PhD in biochemistry. Yeah. So since I am a child, since I have memory, I've been asking her, how does this pharmac works? Every time I was sick, I was asking her what was happening inside my body, and if she gave me medicine, why does it work? How does it work? And then slightly, with time, it started to be more in depth. And then I asked her. I remember to go to the butchery to get a heart, lungs, a brain, etc. of a cow and a pig, so I could dissect it at home. So I think that the passion was there. I was just curious about it, and since I started knowing more and more about it, because my mom explained me everything, she puts there that passion after knowing a lot.
That's nice. That's having like a role model since you grew up. Like, yeah, because I also don't know how I end up here. Like, literally, like as well as you, I almost like liked everything, but I think I was slightly better probably at biology and chemistry and whatever. Although I was hesitating for a while if doing like primary school, like for being a teacher or whatever, because I also like that.
Oh, I actually see you. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like kids. But then in the end, I'm really curious in general about things. So I thought this would be a better fit for me. In general, being a researcher, which is what I want to do. But also because I knew I would be stuck in my hometown forever if I decided to go for primary school. And I'm always like, as my dad says, I'm just part of the world. I'm not part of the. I don't fit in Spain, and I feel that's also because we didn't really have that many role models. But oh well. And I don't know. Do you feel like we're heard or like we're seen as women in like STEM? Because I'm still in my second year, so I don't have contact with like that much of the world or their like job opportunities and whatever. But as we've talked, more than heard, I don't feel seen. Like, for example, right now having a whole course of pathology, and I have a whole lecture on cancer in like female uterus and whatever. And I see all the problems that you can have, and I'm just like, okay, I'm scared now. But then, ironically, there's no investigation almost about that. Or for example, another that I had from TikTok, there's like, it was not till recently that there was investigation about female orgasm because there was no woman to investigate that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and a lot of times men investigate it.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, you can of course investigate it, but after investigating it, then you also have the social issues that come with it that, I don't know, it can still be as in-depth researched by a man as a woman, since it can be researched, not biased, but then you also have to have a woman perspective always in that case. So first of all, as for role models that you were saying, of course there's not a lot, there's not even a bit, apart from Marie Curie.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you have,
yeah, we always say, when the first question you were asking us, why is there a necessity of this group, why did you found it? I always like to ask with a question, like really Galician thing actually.
Yeah.
When they ask you something, you answer with a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my answer is always like, okay, tell me 2 women scientists that come to your mind, apart from Marie Curie.
Rosalind Franklin and Ada Lovelace. But that one, yeah, because I had help with that.
Yeah, so people that are in this, it's not a fight, but in this run to raise awareness, we know maybe 5. I think we could come up with 5.
Yeah,
But then we can easily come up with 5 male scientists.
definitely.
If you are into this or if you're not, this is our job, kind of. Like it's our group. We decided to do it voluntarily, and now it turns into a job. This group, and still we only know 5.
Yeah.
That come to
Yeah.
our mind quickly, you know, and we literally are with that the whole day. So imagine people, girls that are 12
Yeah.
years old that want to pursue a career in STEM, and they're like, yeah, but can I really do this? Because you always see in the television, it's not a direct thing, but indirectly it gets into your
Yeah.
mind. Like, yeah, no, that's not a job for me. I will be a teacher. I will be a nurse. I will be, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, role models definitely. It's really important. Teachers, parents, etc. But also to see women that succeed in these fields, because we all want to succeed, right? And at
Yeah.
least a little bit. We don't want to pursue a career for how many? 10 years maybe, and then don't succeed in what we did when we were fighting for 10 years. So I think that's really important, and that's also the necessity of this group, these kind of groups, not only
Yeah,
ours.
no, definitely. So, would you say you grew up with no role model? Maybe your mother, or apart from
my
your
mother
mother?
was the first one, definitely. The first
Yeah.
one is the continuous one, because she's still developing her career and she's
Yeah, of
succeeding a
course.
lot. And then I had a couple of teachers as well, high school, university. And then I was lucky in a sense, because all my the PIs, or not PIs, sorry, the PhDs that were my supervisors for internships, they were female, except for now.
Ah,
Now
okay.
it's a male. But as for the rest, they were females, and they were like really hardworking females. You can really see
Yeah,
that sometimes you have to get to these high spheres, so you have to fight slightly more, since you are a woman, and it's a little bit harder to be heard.
yeah, definitely.
The other question you were asking, yeah, you're definitely not heard enough. They underestimate you. I still don't know why.
Really, do you feel like that in your internships?
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah.
Oh my god. Do you want to talk maybe about that if you want to share?
Why I feel
Yeah,
like
Not
I
heard.
don't know, because like I think my supervisor thinks like no, he's really nice, but I feel I need to like work harder and harder, so he sees me as like a person, someone who you rely on. You
yeah,
know?
definitely.
I don't know, it's a feeling.
And do you feel like if you have male coworkers or people,
Oh,
do you feel like it's not the same for them?
Definitely.
Not as hard to.
Yeah, it comes also, I have to
Sure.
say, from us. It's
Yeah.
not only society. It's society because they raise us,
Yeah.
but it comes a lot from us. So I think it's the main change that we should do is inside us. Once you shift, because this happened to me 1 or 2 years ago, I was like, why? Why wouldn't you be worthy of their reliability, for example? Or why wouldn't you know how to do something? Why would you doubt yourself? Because you're the first one that doubts yourself. But you know how to do stuff.
Yeah.
And then you just have to do this shift, mental shift, and say, okay, I'm a professional. I'm a young professional, but still a professional. I don't have that much experience, but you can always ask. And after you ask and you receive an answer, then you come back and you're capable of changing that and making some reliable data, reliable outcomes that PIs or PhDs can say, okay, she did a good job. And then we're all the time, as female, thinking that the rest will underestimate us, because we're the first ones that underestimate us.
Yeah.
And we're all the time like, you have to work harder, so they rely on you. You have to, you know, spend more time than them. And they're just not doing it because they believe that they are capable of that. So there's also from the outside, but it begins on the inside.
So is it a loop, like
I think so, yeah.
we're in a loop which we should
Guts.
break?
Yeah, each one of us. I think we have a loop with the rest. If you cut that loop, then the rest are gonna realize.
But do you think like part of that loop is that we've been or that's why I feel like we've been told since we're little that in these kind of fields, or like almost in every field, we need to prove that we're better than men. Like we need to compete with them with another level. If you have the same, if two people have the same curriculum for a job, or like if there's these points that you have to fulfill for a job, statistically speaking, if out of 10, if a man fulfills 5, he will try to apply, and if a woman has 7 or 8, she doubts to apply.
Yeah.
And then I'm not working, so I don't feel that much about like applying for things. Like but I am sure there's a still problem about women not like with the same curriculum not being seen, and I don't know. Yeah. I just feel like all my life is a constant. I have to be better than this male student that studies with me to prove that I'm worth it.
Yeah, but it starts with, we start with us. Because, you have these 7 nice things in your curriculum. You don't apply. Why? Apply. If you have the 5 base things, then a man with those 5 basic things, he's going to apply. You have 7, those 5, plus 2 extra. It's like, but still, there's going to be better people. So I better not apply for it because I'm going to be rejected. You might be rejected, but you might get it. You have the basic things, you have 2 extra, and then you have you. Like, you are capable of doing it. You are a nice person, hardworking, with skills, smart. Why wouldn't you get it? So sometimes we don't apply, and that hampers a lot our self-confidence. And then it's this loop that never stops. So at the point, you just have to stop, apply, and see what happens. If you get rejected, then you apply to another one. But you have to know already.
It's life, man.
Yeah, but that's also for men and women. The only difference is that they are self-confident because they never had these struggles from society, and even close people that tell you, but don't apply because they might reject you, and then you're going to be, because we are so sensitive and we cry a lot.
Don't get me started.
Let me tell you, no. So they take care of us because we have to be taken care of. Like, don't cry, Then don't apply because then you're going to cry. Well, I might cry, and then I will apply for another one. Or better, I don't cry because I get it.
Exactly.
So, you just have to cut that. And then you worry about the rest. But first worry about cutting it for yourself, I would say.
Definitely. Do you feel, Tatiana, there is like, do you still have to like compete with men in your internship or for getting an internship? Or like, is this thought at the back of your head?
Yeah, but I usually like seeing myself as like neutral, equal. So if I go like with a really open mind, and if I see it, of course, like I get hurt and like more like attacked, defensed. But I think I need to work way more, of course, because I'm.
Yeah, but you're really
so
Mediterranean, eh? From Mediterranean countries, they're also like, you're Spanish, you're Portuguese, you don't work a lot.
Don't start me with the naps.
Also,
it's not only women now; it's a lot of stereotypes that accumulate.
So
nice.
Definitely, I need to work way more.
No, but you already did such a way, since last year, because I know you from a year and a half, and 1 year and a half from there, you would not be here, for example.
I will not be here.
So now you're like, really confident, I think.
I was like very shy, not shy, but like scared to do more, show more, and she was like, "Let's go, let's go." My boss says.
She hated me.
Yeah, I mean,
let's go.
Yeah, Patricia is also the chair of FSR Beta, the faculty of like science.
9 members,
mostly.
8 women. Huh?
Yeah, like that says a lot, to be honest. That says a lot. I'm so glad when I heard that we had like a female as a chair in general. I don't know. I always feel like yes.
Might be the next one.
We'll never.
She
We'll see. Yeah. Well, no kidding. So, like another, because FAM is a lot about inclusion and diversity, so I also wanted to talk about if there is enough diversity in a STEM, for example. You have more contact because, well, you're the co-heads and you have they have quite a lot of members, so I don't know, or in general in your workplaces or whatever, do you feel like there is enough diversity in this field?
Can I be a bit controversial here?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I'm in several environments, okay? So it's not only one job, it's like the internship, then FSR, for example.
Yeah.
And also living in the Netherlands. Coming from Spain, which is also not the most open country. We're getting there, but it's not the most open. So in the FSR, for example, we have representation of 5 continents only, and we're 9 people. So that, for example, in there, we're really lucky because we are really, really diverse in terms of culture, roots, all that. LGBTIQ as well. We have LGBTIQ members. We have one man.
Diversity.
Yeah. Yeah, but then regarding internships, especially in labs, I'm working now in the Zorg Institute, so it's a little bit more politics kind of thing. So of course it's only Dutch people, but that makes sense because I'm a little bit of the weirdo, but yeah, it's kind of funny because they look at me like, "What's she doing here?" Not in a bad way, yeah, but it makes sense because you go there and you have to know the laws and the structure and all of that of the Dutch system. So in there, I would understand there's no not cultural, but roots kind of diversity from where you come from. As for LGBTQ, I have only been 1 year there, so I cannot tell you much about it. I want to assume there's a lot that there is because they even have like this parade thingy in the Pride Month.
Yeah.
So I assume they have quite a lot, and then in the labs, I have to say no whatsoever. There's no diversity. Dutch people, white. LGBTQ, I have no idea in the labs because I don't really go ask because I don't care.
No, yeah,
like,
of course.
It's like I don't know if you have to ask that when you meet someone. I don't think so. But I don't think in the labs, in research, there's a lot of diversity.
I found it so weird because I would expect that in Spain, for example, because there's not really diversity, basically white people, but here is the most diverse city I've seen in my life. I haven't been that many places. Same. But I feel like in my study, for example, most people are like white, cis, hetero, whatever. But I also see like here a lot of Turkish, Muslim community, Black community, Asian a lot as well. So I'm really I also see them in women in STEM in the fields. So I'm always wondering why not in the labs.
I have no idea because we have, for example, next to our they even have like schools for different cultures. So it's like different cultures are really rooted here in this city, in this country. You know? I don't know if in the country. Because some Dutch people I've spoken with, like, Amsterdam is really different from the rest of the country in that sense. So, I don't have enough expertise in that, I think. But as for Amsterdam, it's extremely diverse. The university, it's not, in STEM, in the beta faculty, it's not the most diverse, I have to say. Really? There's culturally, yes, religion, place of birth, race, whatever. That's diverse, but as for Black people, for example, LGBTIQ, I know people, for example, Black African roots.
Yeah, Alexis, who was a guest in the last podcast, which is also a fan of the...
And some people have told me, because I'm not Black, so I cannot really speak, but they've told me that they don't feel really included.
If you want more info about this, we have the podcast about Black History Month from last month, and we really talk about this. But I don't know why it happens.
Yeah, well, now it's getting better. I know,
we
we have these initiatives like FAM, us for gender equality, then
Mhm.
Black and African diaspora. Alexis is one for Black and African roots. So it's getting better, but still long way to go, I would say.
No, yeah, definitely.
Mm.
There is a community and woman in STEM. Now, literally, you're making it here at the sense of the VU. But do you feel there was before? There was not. There's more now.
No, and that's also one of the reasons why we founded the group,
Yeah.
right? Did you feel there was a
When
community?
we arrived here, we like checked if VU has anything for like women only, not
Mm.
women only, but fighting for our
Aim?
aim, yeah. And we found anything, and we were like, what? Like really, VU? Because
Yeah.
VU is really open about like everything, right? Like
That's what-
very
yeah.
accepting.
That's what they say.
That's
I
what this-
thought.
Yeah, really, they always are really proud of their
They're diverse.
values,
Yeah.
diverse.
So we waited like 1 year and we began it now because we thought like we need some
Mm.
representatives.
Yeah, there's because they I think it's also the country. In Spain, for example, I don't know
Mm.
Portugal,
Mhm.
but in Spain the women's movement is really
Mhm.
strong. It's one of the strongest in the world. And then we come from there. You're like,
Yeah.
what's happening here? There's nothing the 8th of March. Actually, the first year I came here, the only thing that I saw is discounts in makeup. It's like the opposite. So I think they don't understand quite well what
Mm.
it means. I think they have a long way to go still for diversity in all sense, also gender equality. They have something that's for rights, like law, payment, maternal leave, all these, which is like the practical matters, fine. But then you also need the moral support, let's
Role
say,
models as well.
community,
Yeah,
role
Mm.
models. Support each other.
Yeah.
When you have something, a harassment, a microaggression, not even aggression, but someone telling you, so when are we gonna have a male's day? I got that question asked so many times. If they pay me €1 every time I got that question asked, well, maybe we stop needing a Women's Day when you stop feeling the need of asking me that question,
Mm-hmm.
first of all. You
Definitely,
know, so
yeah.
they don't really get the sense. They have like this rights thing, but not the moral support, and that's what we are trying to create here.
Yeah, definitely. No, when I came here, I also, like, one of the first things that I wanted to do is in the 8th of March join a protest,
Yeah.
because I did not have the opportunity to do it in Spain because of COVID and whatever. So I really wanted to do it here, and I thought this such big of a city, there must be such a big parade. Then I was shocked.
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
like, why this such a progressive country doesn't have a big parade, like organized or whatever. I don't know if it's because they feel that they have achieved equality, which I don't think so, or everyone is in their own little happy bubble. Or maybe it's just because they're missing community, which is something I believe the Netherlands in general is not the best country for that in terms of community.
in general,
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
I think like the people here feel we are over this women's right issue, not issue, like topic.
Yeah.
So they feel they're like very ahead, like everybody else. So I think they just don't see the need to support it more, which is wrong, because we need moral support
Yeah.
also.
Yeah, I think it's what we missed most. Just speak with
I
someone
know.
about what, even with men. Like in our group, for example, we always ask men, like we're with our friends all the time, please come to our events. We want male perspective. We want to be able to speak with you also about what, because
Inclusion.
if we only speak with women about what we feel, about what we've experienced as women in STEM, nothing's going to change. I mean, it's going to change, but way slowly if we speak with men and make them understand. And so, yeah, we don't want you guys to make you feel not harassed, but attacked, or not harassed, attacked or anything. It's just, we just want you to understand, and they feel attacked, they get all defensive and all of that. It's like, no. Yeah. That's not what we're trying. We're trying to join you in our conversation, so you also tell us what you feel about this, because they also have thoughts and feelings about this, and it's completely fine that they feel attacked, but maybe there's some miscommunication why they are feeling attacked. Well, we are not attacking them. Yeah, that's what we are trying to do as well. Just join men.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
not only for women. It's like
we need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have any, like in Women in STEM, do you have men coming to events sometimes?
Yeah. Sometimes we have to make them come.
Yeah, like beers or
or
anything,
but then they enjoy it.
Yeah.
No, that's nice.
End up really like,
we're like, nice, you enjoy it, right? They're like, yeah. So,
yeah, it is nice.
Yeah. I mean, we have fun. It's not only showing angry logos or whatever.
No, yeah, definitely.
We don't do that. That's not our job. That's not what we want to achieve.
No.
Yeah, it's just.
Do you have any future achievements that you want to, even future goals for your association?
In the near future or the long future?
Tell me about both.
Yeah, like I really feel it should all begin in schools and at home. So the people who need like to be more aware about these issues. So my main focus would be like go all of us to like schools, Spanish schools, Dutch schools, Moroccan schools, every kind of schools, and give us as an example of a role model, maybe, and like only show like science, and it's fun. We actually did it like the past month.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
In The Hague and in Utrecht.
Yeah.
And but it's only Spanish.
Spanish
kids now.
Oh yeah.
Well, half Spanish, half Dutch. But
yeah.
I think I would have loved that so much. Like if I had that when I was like in primary, high school, because like there was none. I had a teacher, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna be my own role model. I'm gonna go out there. And now here I have, I think junior lecturers definitely for me are my role models right now. There's so many, like in comparison with lecturers, I see so many like much women as junior lecturers that is that is professors, and they're like really empower women, and I'm just like, or also by you girls, like when I see women like working so hard and doing so many things and all over the place, I'm just inspired by that. I'm just like, I also wanna be like that. I wanna be a role model for someone else as well. So I think that's a nice thing.
Women empower women.
Yes, we need.
Yeah.
That's so nice. I think like we're mostly over, but do you wanna share any final remarks? Maybe.
I just want to create a nice community at the VU and also outside the VU. Everyone feels welcome. I really want also men to join. I want to increase our diversity also in terms of racial diversity, LGBTIQ, all that. I want everyone to feel welcome, because right now, of course, women's in the title, women in STEM, so I understand that men think that they are not welcome, but they are. Please.
You are welcome.
We are welcome. So I think my main goal would be to achieve this community. People help people, women help women, men, and men help women and men as well. So yeah,
the community.
Yeah,
that's really nice. Yeah. Well, if you figured out how to interest men to go into your association, please let us know, because I will say, oh no, but we still do it, and like the radio in FAM of women and men is quite different. Like I do love having the woman around, but I feel kind of sad that there is no men. I don't know if you feel the same, because
Yeah.
I believe in like the values that femme shares should also be applied to men,
Yeah, definitely.
because some need it,
Yeah.
and also women. But like, so I feel sad that there is not as many men coming.
Yeah, I just think that they feel attacked. Well, we are not attacking them. I feel there's a huge miscommunication in there that we have to feel. Like, and I'm really directly saying right now, we're not attacking. We want to be friends. Come join us. It's a community. Like,
We want to have fun with you. as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah, fun.
And,
And
not
also
and
share.
raise awareness.
Yeah. We want to share. We want to, because we have male friends in STEM that come to our events sometimes. Invite your friends, so the
Yeah.
rest come.
The thing is, like, they're all in women. No,
Diversity.
no, yeah.
Yeah, but we invite our friends sometimes, our male friends from STEM, and then they're there seated, speaking to us like, I don't agree with this. Say it.
Yeah, say it.
They're like, no, but I cannot say it here. Yes, please say it, because that's why you're here. That's why we want you here. So they say it, and then we have a nice conversation about
Really
that.
nice.
Really
Open.
conversation, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they feel free. I want them to feel comfortable to share. So they know what we experience, and we know what they experience, because we also don't know.
That's nice.
I was really like, wow, because hearing it from like their perspective is really like shocking a bit. Not shocking, but nice to like know and yeah, move from over there. Yeah, it's interesting.
That's really nice. I think the time is up for today, but it was really, thank you so much for coming today. It was really
Thank
lovely
you.
to have you both.
Thank you for inviting
A
me.
really empowered woman in STEM. And well, maybe more collaborations between femme and women in STEM are coming up.
Definitely. Yeah.
So it will be lovely. Please stay tuned. And thank you so much for coming.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.
Yes.